Hey, I'm Seth Everett, and coming up, we're going to talk to Haley. Her blog is called All Music is Life. Why is that? And what makes her a music expert? We'll find that out next.
So you talk about your blog being about music. Is it also about celebrities, or is it more about music than celebrities?
I think a lot of it also has to deal with celebrities because I feel almost a lot of times that an artist's music is more wrapped up in what they do and not actually what they're producing.
So, do you find that you're gravitating toward people's private lives, or what the tabloids write, or about the art itself?
I do find myself a lot of times leaning more towards life almost and not necessarily the music.
When you do album reviews,
Yes.
when you look at albums, how do you select the albums that you're going to review?
I try to keep it with like the most popular albums. Like Drake, Nothing Was the Same. That album was something that has been anticipated, that people are continuously talking about. So like if a pop artist, like when Katy Perry's album comes out and Lady Gaga, like all of those things will be stuff that'll be on my blog because those will be albums that people are waiting for, that they want to hear.
So when you're doing reviews, you're reviewing things whether you like it or not. What's something that you've reviewed recently that you didn't like?
One album I was not a fan of was definitely Kanye West, his Yeezus album. I didn't think it was good, especially compared to some of his previous albums. I felt like there were two, if even that, good songs.
So when you were talking about Kanye West in your blog, you were talking more about the fact that you didn't dig his album as opposed to the fact that he went on a talk show and called himself a creative genius.
Yeah, I didn't like his last album, but I do think he was correct in calling himself a creative genius. I think a lot of stuff that he does put out is really good. I think fashion-wise, Kanye West is really prominent when it comes to men and fashion. And then the amount of Grammys he's won for a hip-hop artist, a male artist in general, is like top 5 in history. So I do believe he's a creative genius, whether or not his last album was good.
What was your goal in the discussion that you had about the sexualizing of women in music?
My goal with that was just to kind of explain some of the people who do over-sexualize themselves and then mention some people who don't, who still have good careers. So I kind of wanted to let it be known that there was still a way for your career to be progressed without you having to over-sexualize everything that you do.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.